Bertha did not have a chance to practice because I picked the one. So that makes it really tough. It makes it really tough. And we studied this about a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. So really good job. I want a little bit more S here. So try this section right here again.
When your boss asks you to do something.
Great. One more time, please.
When your boss asks you to do something.
Yeah, that was much better. And this here, careful with the R. It was okay, but it was not that strong.
Okay. Request. On a request.
Great job. Pushing back on a request.
Pushing back on a request.
Anna, pushing back on a request.
Pushing back on a request.
There you go. Your boss.
Your boss.
Yeah, sometimes your boss was perfect. Sometimes it sounded too much like an O. Remember, it is either an AW or an ah sound. One or the other. I prefer AW.
Yeah.
You said the most receptive, which is okay. I just want you to know that you don't have to, but you did. It's not wrong. Do this.
And I keep saying that for some reason.
Well, you know what?
When that is before of most,
Yes.
all the time I say the most for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, and actually it's a good time because it really most is, there's only one most. So you can emphasize the most receptive. It's actually okay. I just want you, and so everybody pay attention. You don't have to say the, but you can. It's actually okay. Better than do this section one more time, please.
Sure. Not the most receptive to answers outside.
Outside the realm.
Outside the realm.
Perfect. Not the most receptive to answers outside the realm.
Not the most receptive to answers outside the realm.
Great. How do you say this word?
Completed.
You know that. And this one?
Across.
Yep.
AW.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent job. Once again, really good because I know I was able to pick the one and you were first and didn't have a chance to practice.
And that's what I wanted because I want to make sure about my mistakes without practicing,
Yeah, that's excellent. Excellent job.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Who wants to go next? Who's my next victim? Turn a mic on. Turn a mic on. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Don't be shy. Steve!
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do?
I would do that milestone.
Milestone.
I think that's 100.
Hold up. All right, Steve, I want you to cruise through this. Can you see it well?
Yes, pretty good.
Go for it.
A few days ago, I completed a milestone that I never thought possible when I was a boy. I arrived in my 100th country, Iran, and it happened on my birthday. I started traveling independently within Australia just after finishing school and visited my first overseas country in 1986. I've had to sacrifice a lot to make this happen. For the majority of my life, my travel was always vacation, so it meant a lot of saving and planning. But the past 3 years, travel is now my profession, so it has meant a lot of building my business in travel photography. The more I traveled, the greater my travel dreams became. I kept pursuing them, and I learned your achievement can only be as big as your dreams. Dream big, really big, and if you're persistent and passionate enough, your dreams can come true. I'm living proof of that.
Very nice. One thing overall is the pronunciation was very clear, which is good, one of your best. and you didn't do too much linking, but as you know, lots of people, lots of Chinese people, when they speak, it sounds a little unnatural. You didn't. You sounded very good. You're still not linking very much, but it didn't sound Chinese. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I really appreciate. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for
that's,
your encouragement.
yep.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, the speed you use today, keep doing that speed, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so a couple of things here. Don't say come, and this is something that you probably use a lot. The project is completed. When will it complete? So make sure you get a schwa sound. Completed.
Completed.
Very good.
Completed.
Milestone.
Milestone.
Arrived.
Arrived.
Very good. Make sure that long I. These are long I's. You can hit them really hard. You can make them a diphthong, which makes it a little bit longer. Milestone. Arrived.
Milestone arrived.
Very good. Here is a little bit of linking. When I was a boy.
When I was a boy.
100th country.
100th country.
Good. One more time.
When I was a boy, I arrived in my 100th country.
Okay. When you say one, it almost sounds like when, and I don't want that. Give me more of an one.
One.
100.
100. 100.
And I'm going to ask you for more TH too. So 100th. 100.
100th.
Good. My 100th country.
My 100th country.
Very good, very good, very good. And
Thank you.
birthday.
Birthday.
Yep, just the TH there. Just after finishing school.
Just after finishing school.
And visited my first.
And visited my first. Visited my first.
Good. Get rid of the D. And visited my first.
And visited my first.
Good. Make sure when you do that V sound, you're using your teeth. And visited and visited.
And visited and visited.
Very good. This was tough for lots of people, and it comes up 2 times. And, you know, we can keep the T the second time. It meant a lot of.
So it meant a lot of.
Okay, I'll accept that too. Listen carefully, Steve. It meant a lot of.
It meant a lot. It meant a lot of.
You actually did differently than I, but it's still okay. Let's do stop sounds. Here's a flap sound. It meant a lot of saving.
It meant a lot of saving.
Okay, it's not bad. It has meant a lot of work.
It has meant a lot of work.
A lot of work.
It has meant a lot of work.
Yeah, that sounds much better. Dreams.
Dreams.
Achievements.
Achievements.
Gotta have that S. Don't worry about the T, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And
achievements.
There you go. And here too, a little bit smoother, like the when I was, if you are.
If you are.
Yeah,
if
perfect,
you are.
Perfect, perfect. Very good, Steve. Once again, your speed is perfect. I want you to stay there. And this last one, your pronunciation was the best. It was really good.
Okay, thank you, Shane.
Absolutely, Steve. All right, Jana, Elaine, or Gustavo. Jana, go ahead. Which one would you like to do?
It's the same one.
The same one.
Milestone.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Go for it.
A few days ago, I completed a milestone that I never thought possible when I was a boy. I arrived in my 100th country, Iran, and it happened on my birthday. I started traveling independently within Australia just after finishing school and visited my first overseas country, in 1986. I've had to sacrifice a lot to make this happen. For the majority of my life, my travel was always vacation, so it meant a lot of saving and planning. For the past 3 years, travel is now my profession, so it has meant a lot of work building my business in travel photography. The more I traveled, the greater my travel dreams became. I kept pursuing them, and I learned your achievements can only be as big as your dreams. Dream big, really big. And if you are persistent and passionate enough, your dreams can come true. I'm living proof of that.
Very nice job. If you look, a lot of vowels, a little bit of TV connection here and there. Why didn't that get but lots of vowels. So let me go back here. That I never thought possible.
Yeah. That I never thought possible.
Good. And so what you're saying now is kind of a thought, and I want even more of a thought.
Thought.
Yep, that's right.
Thought. Yeah.
So I'll open up here, and it's an AW, so you got to drop the chin, put the tongue down. Thought.
Thought.
Good. That I never thought possible.
That I never thought possible.
I arrived in my. Yeah, very good. Good job with the R. Everybody knows the R. It's just practice. So the short A, lots of short A's, and it happened on my birthday.
Yeah. And it happened on my birthday.
Again?
And it happened on my birthday.
Good. Get rid of the D and. And it happened on my birthday.
And it happened on my birthday.
I've had to sacrifice.
I've had to sacrifice.
Good. To make this happen.
To make this happen.
One more time. I've had to sacrifice.
I've had to sacrifice.
To make this happen.
To make this happen.
Good. So going back and forth from a, I know it's tough.
Yeah.
Again, let's get rid of the D. Saving and planning.
Saving and planning.
No D. Get rid of the D. Again.
Saving and planning.
Good. Saving and planning.
Saving and planning.
Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Good. So let's do a stop T and then right to the TH. It's like this. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
More of a stop. Listen carefully. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Even more. I'll turn my camera on. Hold on a second. So watch carefully. Past 3 years. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Good. For the past 3 years.
For the past 3 years.
More stop. Again.
For the past 3 years.
Too much.
For the past 3 years.
Yes, I liked it. One more time. For the past 3 years.
For the past 3 years.
Much better. Photography.
Photography.
Good, very good. There we go. Those A's again. Achievements can only be as big as your dreams.
Achievements can only be as big as your dreams.
As big as your dreams.
As big as your dreams.
Remember, you did a good job earlier. The second as we can make kind of a schwa, as big as your dreams.
As big as your dreams.
Good, that was better. One more. As big as your dreams.
As big as your dreams.
One more.
As big as your dreams.
Much better, much better. And again, down at the bottom, your dreams can come true.
Your dreams can come true.
Yep. So we can say we can say can too, but I think we'll stick with can, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Any questions?
No, thank you so much.
Absolutely. You did a very good job. Short A, and again, your T has always been a British T, but you did a really good job with the T today. Very good job.
Thanks for that.
All right. Next, Elena Gustavo. Elena, you're up. Which one do you want?
99.
99. A second. Oops, that's 98. And, how to say no. Yep.
Yes.
All right, Elena, go for it.
When your boss asks you to do something, but you are totally swamped already, how do you tell him no? Pushing back on a request from your boss can be intimidating, especially if you work for someone who's, let's say, not the most receptive to answers outside the realm of course, when would you like it completed? But the truth is, it's significantly better than setting yourself up to fail. The trick is to push back more diplomatically, getting your point across without actually using the word no. Instead of saying, there is no way I have time for that, you could say,
Super job.
thank you.
That's great. Did you practice?
Yes, I practice and also I join Hangouts.
That was a really excellent job. There were only two real things where I would stop you, and I've highlighted them right there. Now, your pronunciation of boss is not wrong, but it's just a little bit more colloquial. So you said boss, and I do want a little more boss. So I'll show you what it looks like. I think you can hear the difference. What I heard from you was boss, and I want boss. Can you try that?
Boss.
Yep, bingo. And your short A on answers. Receptive to answers.
Receptive to answers.
To answers.
To answers.
Very good, very good. Not the most receptive to answers.
Not the most receptive to answers.
And now let's use a T. Not the most receptive to answers.
Not the most receptive to answers.
To answers.
To answers.
Yeah, very good. Great job. Your short A was strong. Yeah, that was really good. I'm very pleased.
Thank you.
Not too common that I only find a couple mistakes, but I do know, once again, everybody knows, Elena has been a student for a long time, but decided a couple months ago to work really hard on her speaking, and she's doing a great job. Very good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take questions at the end again, everybody. So if you do have questions, please write them down and keep them. Let me go to Gustavo. After Gustavo, then I need to say to Mahmoud, Sydney, and Edelson that you guys are welcome. I'll just say hi right now quickly. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier. Gustavo, what would you like to do?
I never mind read any perf. I'm going to say the number, for example, 98. 98.
Good. 98. Again.
98.
98.
98.
Yes.
98.
Are you ready, sir?
Okay. Okay. I told my son, you will marry the girl I choose. I have chosen. He said, no. I told him, she is Bill Gates' daughter. He said, okay. I called Bill Gates and said, I want your daughter to marry my son. Bill Gates said, no. I told Bill Gates, my son is the CEO of World Bank. Bill Gates said, oh, okay. Then I called the president of World Bank and asked him to make my son the CEO. He said, absolutely not. I told him, my son is Bill Gates' son-in-law. He said, we will welcome him with open arms. This is exactly how politics works.
Okay, Gustavo,
Yes.
this has been your best English I have heard in 3 years, almost 4 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sup- I'm
I have
really,
been
really,
practicing a lot.
it sounds great too. Super, super job. Very pleased. Let's go back here. The girl I choose.
The girl like shoes.
Give me more R. Girl,
Girl,
girl, girl.
girl,
Good. The L links. Girl I,
girl like,
girl I.
girl like.
Good job. You will marry the girl I choose.
You will marry the girl like shoes.
Good. Jew or you?
You,
Yeah, you said Jew.
a you.
I have chosen. I have chosen.
I have chosen.
It's actually a Z. Yeah, I apologize for English, but it's actually a
Chosen.
Z. Yep. Okay?
I see. Okay.
So you said Bill Gates' daughter. Yeah. Many Americans do say Bill Gates' daughter. I don't like it. I prefer Bill
Uh,
Gates's daughter. Even though we don't write the S, I want to hear it. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's easier to understand if you say it. So Bill Gates's daughter.
okay. Bill Gates' daughter.
Good job. Okay.
Okay.
Is it son or son?
Son.
Yes, yes, yes. The spelling is an
Son.
O, but the pronunciation is a U. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I read Spanish.
I know. I know. Uh,
Awesome.
This one, it's a proper noun, so I want it to be a little more clear. The CEO of World Bank.
The CEO of World Bank.
World Bank. Make it more banker.
World
CEO of
Bank.
World Bank.
The CEO of World Bank.
Perfect. This is intonation. Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay then.
Yep, or rhythm I meant. Keep it together. Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay then.
So we can have a pause here. We don't need one, but we can have a pause here, but not really a pause there. Even though there's a comma, it's purely grammar comma, not emotion comma. So we do not need a pause there. So one more time. Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay then.
Then,
Then,
then.
then.
Good. Bill Gates's son-in-law.
Bill Gates' son-in-law.
We will welcome him with open arms.
We welcome him with open arms.
Yeah, and once again, use the body language. It's a joke, so use the body language. Be careful with the W's. We will welcome
We welcome
him with
him with
open arms.
open arms.
Good. Get the W's, the M's, and the N's. We will welcome him with open arms.
We welcome him with open arms.
This
This
is exactly
is exactly
more G. Exactly
Exactly.
How politics works.
How politics works.
This is exactly how politics works.
This is exactly how politics works.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Very good. Super job, Gustavo. Very pleased.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, great job. All right. Who is next? Mahmoud or Sydney or Edelson? What's wrong with my head?
Mahmoud.
So that means Sydney. Sydney.
Yeah.
Mahmoud agrees. Sydney, you're next. Sydney, what do you want to do?
No. Please, Mahmoud first. No.
Mahmoud, do you want to go next or do you want Sydney to go next? You decide. You're the king here.
Okay,
Good.
because I will take this also. 98.
Oh, okay, 98. Telling a joke. All right, Mahmoud. Hold on a second. Mahmoud, I got your email. I'm sorry I didn't respond with the audio book, but you'll be fine. Even if you didn't finish it, you'll be fine, okay?
Yeah, I practice
Oh,
about punctuation.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Go for it, Mahmoud.
I told my son, you will marry the girl I choose and I have chosen. He said, no. I told him, she is Bill Gates' daughter. He said, ah, okay. I called Bill Gates and said, I want your daughter to marry my son. Bill Gates said, no. I told Bill Gates, my son is the CEO of World Bank. Bill Gates said, oh, okay then. I called the president of World Bank and asked him to make my son the CEO. He said, absolutely not. I told him, my son is Bill Gates' son-in-law. He said, we will welcome him with open arms. This is exactly how politics works.
Ah, boy, that was brilliant. That was great. Yeah, that's exactly right. I totally agree. Yeah, Mahmoud always embodies the true spirit of the voice behind there. Mahmoud, I think, is a bit similar to me with the voices. So I like that. I like that a lot. Now, when you do voices, sometimes we have to make a choice. Do I concentrate on a style or do I concentrate on pronunciation? So many times when we focus on the style, we lose a little bit of sharpness in the pronunciation. You agree, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this story, it wasn't a problem. But be careful, and for everybody, be careful. Sometimes when we change our voice or we try to make it sound more theatrical, we might lose on pronunciation. And that's often not a good thing. So be careful there. But it was really good, really good. There was one more thing I wanted to say. Your speed was a little slow. So if you're going to use voices, you're going to want to make the quotation sections a little more natural, meaning probably a little faster. Okay, so when you do the voices, you have to really go into character. My son is the CEO of World Bank. She is Bill Gates' daughter, or whatever it is. I want your daughter to marry my son. So that rhythm is going to be a little important, meaning some sections need to be faster. But again, overall, it wasn't a big problem. So 2 things to remember. Even though you change voices, focus a little more on pronunciation. and because I didn't give you a green light, and when you're in character, sometimes you need to go a little bit faster, okay?
Yeah.
Bank.
Bank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angry.
Angry.
World Bank.
World Bank.
Super job.
But we can stretch word or not?
We can what?
Stretch word.
So,
Like bank.
yes, but listen carefully. So what I'm hearing is bank, and it's not it's ank.
Okay.
Bank.
Okay.
Right.
Bank.
Yep. Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah. Okay.
Great job. Sydney, no excuse now.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm very happy because you're back. Congratulations. You're in good shape.
That's right. Thank you very much, Sydney. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna 102.
Ooh.
Yes. Sherry, did you receive my email about the book, the Wine and War, War and Wine? It's a very interesting book. If you can look, you'll love it.
Which book?
Wine and War.
What's the name?
Wine and War. Wine and War.
Yes. Wine and War. Yeah, that sounds like
excellent book. Including you have a map of France, because France during the World War it was divided into two, the Vichy and the German domain. It's very interesting, and there are some very beautiful experiences about enemies. For instance, one captain, during a fight, one soldier is very wounded, and the French captain says, "Stop the fight, help that guy," and the German take the guy to recover. And the war continues, and after some years, this captain is arrested, and he goes to judge. He's condemned to a firing squad, and the judge condemned him to the firing squad. But his wife take the newspaper, the German newspaper, describing the story that this man helped the German soldier, and the judge reversed the judgment to prison, and he saved his life.
Wow. It sounds
when the war ends, this judge goes to a judgment in the famous. There was a very famous judgment of the crimes of war, and this judge is considered as being very brutal and inhuman, and he asked this man to help him, and he goes to the court to say that he has changed his sentence to prison instead of killing, and this judge is absolved because of this. So there is a very big difference of space. 3 years normally. He saved the soldier 3 years after he's arrested, and after the war, the consequence, the judge asked them to help him in the judgment. Nuremberg court.
Yeah, the Nuremberg, yeah.
Nuremberg court. And it's very interesting, and how the soldiers, they drink a lot of wine. Yes, it was the reward. And including this book mentioned that Paris was going to be destroyed. There was a dialogue, and the last day. It's very interesting book. I'm not going to tell everything, but this is the story.
Great. It's on my list, so I'll make sure that other people are aware of it too.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. 4 days before Christmas in 1943, a badly damaged American bomber struggled to fly over wartime Germany. Evading controls was a 21-year-old pilot. Half his crew lay wounded or dead. It was their first mission. Suddenly, a sleek dark shape pulled up on the bomber's tail, a German Messerschmitt fighter. Worse, The German pilot was an ace, a man able to destroy the American bomber with the squeeze of a trigger. What happened next would defy imagination and later be called the most incredible encounter between enemies in the World War II. What happened between them, the American 18th Air Force would later classify as top secret. It was an act that the German pilot could never mention without facing a firing squad. It was the encounter that would haunt both men for 40 years until, as old men, they would search for one another, a last mission that could change their lives forever.
Very nice, very nice. Great job. I'm going to get you a lot on D and linking sounds. Let's start at the top with your S. Christmas, 4 days before Christmas.
4 days before Christmas.
Even more S. Christmas.
Christmas.
In 1943.
In 1943.
Good job. Very good. So remember, everybody, 19, this is where the T is, and 40, this is where the D is. 1943.
Okay. 1943.
Great job. Here we got a D and a T together, so bring them together. Struggled to fly.
Struggled to fly.
Faster. Struggled to fly.
Struggled to fly.
Great job. At its controls.
At its controls.
Not con, but kun. At its controls.
At its controls.
Very good. In this case, it's not 20. We do say 20. 21-year-old.
21-year-old.
Suddenly.
Suddenly.
And here, too, we get just like the DT connection here. We have the P connection. A sleek, dark shape pulled up.
A sleek, dark shape pulled.
So make sure you get the S.
Sleek. It's a sleek, dark shape pulled up.
Good job. I want the S and Z. Let's be careful. Suddenly, a sleek, dark shape pulled up.
Suddenly, a sleek, dark shape pulled up.
Good. Suddenly.
Suddenly.
Bomber's tail.
Bomber's tail.
Bomber's tail.
Bomber's tail.
Not bummers, more bomber's tail.
Bomber's tail.
Better. Able to destroy the American bomber.
Able to destroy the American bomber.
Destroy.
Destroy.
Yes, very good. Again, the D's. Would defy imagination.
Would defy imagination.
Get that short I. Would defy imagination.
Would defy imagination.
Excellent job. American 8th Air Force.
American 8th Air Force.
Don't worry about the G. 8th Air Force.
8th Air Force.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Facing a firing squad.
Facing a firing squad.
So I'm hearing facing. I don't want facing. I want facing. Facing a firing squad.
Facing a firing squad.
Do this. Do this. In. In.
In.
And ing. Ing.
Ing.
Good. So when we do, I'll make a quick picture for everybody. When we do in, this is your mouth and your top teeth. Oh, that's really terrible. These are your bottom teeth. It's a really strange mouth. So when we do face in, the tongue is touching here. That's the N. And facing, actually the tip of the tongue is touching nothing. But if we want to touch, facing, the tongue is touching down here. If we touch, we don't have to touch. But if we want to touch, the position is very different. Okay, so let's do the N. Facing.
Facing.
And let's do the ing. Facing.
Facing.
Ing.
Ing.
Yes, facing.
Facing.
No, facing.
Facing.
Do ing.
Facing.
No, ing.
In.
Ing.
In.
Ing.
In. In.
No, you're doing in. Your tongue is not pointed down. You need to point your tongue down. Ing.
Ah! I'm holding my tongue down. Ah! Ah!
English can be painful.
Yes. Okay. Facing.
You're gonna sound like a New Yorker. I'm gonna start teaching in New York English, okay, Sydney?
Okay. Okay.
Old men.
Yeah, old man.
Could change.
Could change.
Good, make it shorter. Could change.
Could change.
Lives forever.
Lives forever.
Great job, great job. Sydney, I'm curious, where is your family from, your ancestry?
Portugal.
Portugal, okay. What was Portugal's role in World War II?
No, it was out.
It was out. Okay, that's good. Good.
Yes.
Great job. Thank you, Sydney.
Okay, welcome. It's a pleasure. Anytime.
I need to work on better methods for in and ing. And I'm wondering if, I know for Russian students it can be a problem. For Portuguese students, it's also a problem. I need to work on.
If I say ring, is it right? Ring.
Yeah.
Ring.
Don't worry about the G, but ring. And think about the tip of your tongue. Ring.
Ring.
Good. Make it longer. Ring.
Ring.
Perfect. So now let's do sing.
Sing.
Good. Facing.
Facing.
No.
Facing. Sin. Okay. I'm impressed.
There you go. But yes, so your ring was good. Your sing was good. Now just firing and facing, just practice it. There you go. That sounded good, okay?
Okay, facing.
Nope.
Okay. I practice.
Okay.
Okay.
Edelson, you're up. Which would you like to do, Edelson?
Hello, Coach Shane. As I joined a little bit later, first off, I'd like to know about your health condition.
Much better.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. I go for 100.
100.
Yeah.
Okay, a milestone. Very good. All right. Edelson, go for it.
Okay. A few days ago, I completed a milestone that I never thought possible when I was a boy. I arrived in my 100th country, Iran, and it happened on my birthday. I started traveling independently within Australia just after finishing school, and I visited my first overseas country in 1986. I've had to sacrifice a lot to make this happen. For the majority of my life, my travel was always vacation, so it meant a lot of saving and planning. For the past 3 years, travel is now my profession, so it has meant a lot of work building my business in travel photography. The more I traveled, the greater my travel dreams became. I kept pursuing them, and I learned your achievements can only be as big as your dreams. Dream big, really big. And if you are persistent and passionate enough, your dreams can come true. I'm living proof of that.
Very nice. Very, very good job. Once again, I can really hear the practice, and I appreciate that. So I'll get you mostly on vowels, but again, a little bit of ing. Let's start with milestone.
Milestone.
I completed a milestone.
I completed a milestone.
When I was a boy.
When I was a boy.
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 Great job. Birthday.
Birthday.
I started traveling independently within Australia.
I started traveling independently within Australia.
Within Australia.
Within Australia.
Good. Within Australia.
Within Australia.
Again.
Within Australia.
Okay. I think I want a little more AW, but it's okay. Within Australia.
Within Australia.
Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
More S. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
3, and make that Y transition smooth. I'll do it. 3 years, 3 years.
Okay. Past 3 years.
3 years.
Past 3 years.
Yes, more S. And I want to hear a stop. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
I want to stop. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Stop. Past.
Past 3 years.
Oh, that was actually not too bad, but give me more. Past.
Past 3 years.
Yes. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Nope, more.
Past 3 years.
More stop. It's got to be a real clear stop. Past 3 years.
Past 3 years.
Yes, that was perfect. That was perfect, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
Building.
Building.
Ing.
Building.
Yes. Ring.
Ring.
Sing.
Sing.
Ding.
Ting.
Building.
Building.
Living.
Living.
Good. Get that ing. That was good. Your achievements.
Your achievements.
Your achievements.
Your achievements.
European.
European.
Same pronunciation. I learned your achievements.
I learned your achievements.
One more time. I learned your achievements.
I learned your achievements.
Good. Very good. And we got the living. Great job. Really nice job.
Coach Shane, just a question. I've been noticed that the native speakers, when speak some words with ing, sometimes sounds like just N sound, no ing. It's very confusing to me sometimes.
So, ing has 3 pronunciations: ing, in, and un. Okay? Now, most Americans are going to use, and actually I'll say this, just my guess. This is going to be 75%. This is going to be 20%. And ing is going to be 5%. Okay? So, that's true. I absolutely agree. And that's the difference between Perf and DDM. In DDM, this is what we hear. Okay? But if you ask, so let's say I'm an American and I'm talking, okay? And I say, I'm talking. Now, if you stop me and said, hey, did you say talking or talkin'? If you ask the American would say, I said talking. Okay? In their head, they're saying ing. Okay? Because we know what perfect pronunciation is. We know what we're saying, but what comes out our mouth is lazy English. So it's the in or the un. We don't even know it. We don't even know that that change has happened. So in our head, we're saying ing, but out our mouth, we're saying un. And that's reality. So you as an ESL student, I don't want you to learn the poop. I want you to learn the organic food. So
Okay.
if you can master the ing in your head, ing, talking, 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 then when you're speaking naturally with an American without even thinking, you're going to say talking, talking, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be natural.
I got it. Just for clarification, when there are two questions that sounds very similar. For example, how do you do? Or how are you doing? Depend on the context, the native speakers can sound very similar, those questions.
Yeah, actually a better one would be this. These absolutely sound the same. And I have a E cubed coming up to talk about that. Yeah. What do you do? What are you doing? This is the only way Americans know the difference is here. And I guarantee Americans do not say doing. In this situation, they'll say doing, doing, doing. So they say, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? These green sections sound completely the same. Yeah, so only the verb. How you doing? How you doing? How do you do? How do you doing? How 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 do you do? How do you do? How do you do? That's how are you doing and how do you do. Also very confusing, but the American, without any problem, will hear do or doing.
Okay. Thank you.
You as an ESL student, please say doing. Always in your head, just like the American, in your head, say ing.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
You bet.
Shane.
Yeah.
Please, where am I in this ing? 75?
Thank you, Steve. Your ing, well, see, that's just it. Ring and sing were perfect, 100. But firing and facing were 30.
Okay, but this pronunciation, when I say facing, am I in 5%, 20%, or 75%?
You were in the 20. Facing. You were in the 20.
Okay, I'm not alone.
No, you're not.
I'm happy. I thought I was alone, but thank you, Edilson. I thought I was alone, and now I have 20% with me.
Coach Shane, I've been using a trick that's been working to me regarding the N and IND sound. Both sound, I believe that is a nasal sounds. And if you put your finger on your nose, you have to feel vibration on your nose. And the difference, I believe that IND, you have to put your tongue down and feel the vibration on your nose. And the N, your tongue is up.
I like that. So feeling the vibration in your nose, and like I made in the picture, the N you need to touch up. The ing you do not need to touch, but your tongue goes down. That's right.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
in the Sydney category, Sydney.
Now I'm sad. Oh.
Let me go to Prashant. Prashant, how are you doing?
Oh, so far so good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good.
How's your health?
Much better. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Prashant, which one would you like to do?
The last one?
So that would be 102 topping Top Gun.
102. Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. All right, Prashant, go for it. Oops, whoops, whoops, sorry. There you go. Go for it, Prashant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 4 days before Christmas in 1943, a badly damaged American bomber struggled to fly over wartime Germany. At its controls was a 21-year-old pilot. Half his crew lay wounded or dead. It was their first mission. Suddenly, a sleek, dark shape pulled up on the bomber's tail, a German Messerschmitt fighter. Worse, the German... Oh, okay. The German pilot was an ass, a man able to destroy the American bomber with the squeeze of a trigger. What happened next would defy imagination and later be called the most incredible encounter between enemies in World War II. What happened between them? The American 8th Air Force would later classify as top secret. It was an act that the German pilot could never mention without facing a firing squad. It was the encounter that would haunt both men for 40 years until, as old men, they would search for one another, a last mission that could change their lives forever.
Great job, Prashant.
Forever.
Yeah, I know you can do that one.
Yeah.
Prashant, you were in Perf, and then you stopped for a couple months, right?
Yep.
And your last perf was not good. Do you remember?
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
Yes. Now, before that, you were fine, but I'm guessing the last one you didn't practice much. I don't know. But after hearing this perf, super job. I mean, really excellent job. Very, very great job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, your training paid me in Europe. That helped me a lot. You know, I was in Essex for 15 days,
yep,
and I went to Europe for 10 days. But your training, people could understand me, and you know, they have taken my Twitter video to know the feedback of the program, and it was without any retake, the one go, my response of the program, so that I could, I really remember your training, and I was so grateful to you. I mean, that was the most productive time that I had in London and Europe. Yeah, it was really wonderful.
That makes me so proud. You worked really hard. And I'm so happy, and that's really excellent, because I know I have the same experience with Korean, but I know what it's like when you go to a foreign country and people don't understand you. It's so frustrating and embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud. I'm very, very happy for you.
Yeah, and you know, I could listen to each phonetics. I mean, very well than before. You know, I could understand their, you know, the different pronunciation. So it's, I mean, I could understand everything.
That's
right?
great.
And also, you know, laughed at some of the pronunciation that British people had, like, you know, whenever, but, so they, you know, don't pronounce, yeah, but, so they don't pronounce but, like, you know,
right.
They say but whenever, so R is not that strong.
Right.
So that also, yeah, was a great time I had with your training.
That's great. That's really nice. Very happy.
Yeah.
All right, let me fix a couple of things.
Yeah, sure.
Wartime Germany.
Wartime Germany.
Wartime Germany.
Wartime Germany.
At its controls.
At its controls.
Bomber's tail.
Bomber's tail.
An ace.
An ace.
Yep. Be careful. Not an ass. An ace.
E-Y-C. Okay. An ace.
Perfect. Able.
Yeah. Able. Oh, right.
So the German pilot was an ace, a man able to destroy.
The German pilot was an ace and a man able to destroy.
Perfect. Called.
Cold.
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 Called.
Cold. Cold. Okay. Cold.
Cold.
It's AW or?
Yes, so C-A-L-L is A-W and
Yeah.
C-O-L-D. So cold and called.
Okay. Cold. Cold.
So, do this. Try that.
It's cold. It's cold, cold.
Terrible. Try again.
It's cold, cold.
Better.
It's cold, cold.
Slightly better. Even more. So remember, everybody, this is an AW and this is an O, true O. When we do the AW, the tongue needs to push the jaw down. Caw.
Cold.
No, don't worry about the L.
No.
C-A-W. Caw.
Call.
More down.
Call.
Caw.
Call. Call.
No L. Leave the tongue down. Caw.
Okay. Call.
Good.
Call.
Now co.
Call.
C-O. Co.
Call. Call.
Caw.
Car.
Yes. Again. Caw.
Car.
Co.
Call.
Good. Now we're do the light L where the tongue slides between the teeth. Call.
Okay. Call.
Good. Coal.
Call.
Good. Called. Cold.
Cold. Cold.
It's not easy. Keep practicing, okay?
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Firing squad.
Firing squad.
AW. Haunt.
Okay. Haunt.
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 Would haunt both men.
Would haunt both men.
Haunt both men.
Haunt both men.
Haunt.
Haunt. Haunt.
Haunt.
Haunt. Haunt.
But you're doing an O. No O. It's got to be the AW. And you can put your hands on your cheeks. Haunt.
Okay. Haunt.
Bingo. Haunt.
Haunt.
That's perfect. But in real
So,
life, I want you to call. You cannot do that. But the sound is perfect. Okay?
Yeah, every time I have to manage two more hands for AW sound.
I will call
In addition to my two. I would call you tomorrow.
And one more. One another.
One another.
Great job. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. Super job, Prashant.
Thank you.
Edelson wants a grade on his performance. You have to tell me next time before you start. Tell me, Shane, grade me 0 through 10, and I'll tell you. Okay? I'll do that for everybody. Everybody who wants a grade from 0, meaning in Prashant's case, 0 would be Indian, 6 or 7 would be British, and 10 would be American.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a score.
So what's my score?
I'm not gonna do it. Next time.
No, I just finished, so probably you know.
You, I guess I'll give you an 8, maybe a 9. No, actually, I think I'll give you, for you specifically, I think I'll give you an 8.5.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you
I
did
couldn't
great.
sleep today.
All right, guys, I need to go. I've got another hangout starting pretty soon. But if there's a quick question or two, any quick questions, I'll take them. Don't be shy. Mahmoud, go ahead.
Yes. What a question. About stop sound. In this sentence, and says in this pair, what happened next? If I said what happened, it's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
But you said this what stop sound. You want what happened.
That's
or
what
happened.
So my preference, if I was going to say it, what happened next? What happened next? That's what I would do. But what happened next is absolutely possible. It's a different style, but no problem. Did you listen to Graziella?
What this? No.
There's a student, Graziella. She did a sentence. I can't remember which sentence, but she did the sentence very different than what I did. I can't remember which sentence, but it's absolutely fine. So the way she did it and the way I did it were different, but no problem. So there is no perfect way. That's why teaching speaking is really tough, because all I can do is tell you what I would do, but my mom might say it differently. So what happened next is absolutely fine. In fact, it's perfect.
Okay, thank you. Can I use Flapty? What happened?
Yeah, but then you're going to cancel the H. What happened, what happened, what happened? And that's like a Seinfeld show. And I don't want that in Perf. But yes, you can. What happened next? What happened next? Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, great question. Elena?
Could you check my pronunciation of two words with short A? Imagine and imagination.
Yep. Both of them sound perfect. Imagine, imagination. One more time.
Imagine, imagination.
Muy perfecto, as they say in Spanish. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Great job.
Yeah, Shane, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. With respect to the pronunciation of the word valley in the next assignment, is a short A?
Yes, it's a short A. Valley, valley, valley.
Okay, valley, valley. Okay, thank you.
Yes, and thank you. Several of you sent me an email saying you'll take an extra section for the scary story. Thank you. I will send them to you probably on Monday. If you don't receive them by Monday, send me an email. I sincerely apologize in advance. A little bit busy these days, but yes, I think right now I have 5 volunteers, so I actually need 10 more volunteers to do an extra section for the story. I will send those sections out on Monday. So make sure you check 103, and if you're interested in doing an extra section, I'll give you an extra section. Okay? So there's the assignment.
I'm with you.
Good. Send me an
email. From the book, yeah.
The
I'll
assignment,
also send you.
The assignment is a small section, and then you'll get another one. So you'll actually have 2 parts to do.
Okay, great.
Great. Thank you so much. You guys, most of you are in DDM2. I have a book club that starts in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then we have DDM in 3 hours and again in 9 hours. So it's a busy day here for Let's Master English. So maybe I'll see you continued throughout the day. Thank you so much. I'd love to join the Action English class, but I'm really pressed for time. Yeah, Action English is another one that's coming up, and I'll let you guys know more about that as time goes on. Action English is going to be tough, but I'll let you know about that as it goes on. Thank you very much, guys. Maybe I'll see you later today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shane. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
I'm going to work my ING.
Thank you.
After I will pronounce right. Okay, bye-bye.
And my cold with 2 extra hands.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye. Yeah.